Yeah, this your boy T Nasty, and I got another dope video for y'all. It's a video about Lackluster. Deputy makes a big mistake, lawsuit. And bro, I swear I love making these videos. I love reacting to them, just because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people ain't informed, and Lackluster and audit channels like that, they do a very good job. Matter of fact, y'all need to go check. Matter of fact, links in the description, because y'all need to go check these channels out, bro. They keep us informed. They like whenever they react to a video, they actually break down the law and what they can and can't get away with, bro. And it's very educational, bro, because police they're human too, and they make mistakes, either on purpose or on accident. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta know shit like this. You know, sometimes they do lawsuits and stuff, and like if it ain't concrete, the department gets away with it. But most of the time, we gotta know this stuff, bro, because like they can take advantage of you, bro. It's seen in numerous of videos. So the reason why I love reacting to this, but sorry to make this intro long. Let's go ahead and get to this reaction. But before we do, make sure you like and subscribe. And leave your boys some comments. Just saying. You know, comments.
Please calm down. I've never seen a gun pulled. I've not seen a gun pulled. There was never a gun pulled.
He looked dumbfounded. Like, what? Wait, what?
On October 31st of 2021, former Putnam County Deputy Michael Hoover and a neighbor had an argument that resulted in a 911 call. Mr. Hoover's neighbor alleged that she had been assaulted, and during the call told dispatch that a firearm might be inside the home, but never suggested that one was used or displayed. Moments later, Deputy Dew arrived on scene, who had previously worked with Mr. Hoover for the Putnam County Sheriff's Office. After Mr. Hoover left the department, he created a traffic control company and had even hired Deputy Dew to work for him while off duty. However, a lawsuit alleges that Mr. Hoover had stopped assigning Deputy Dew work hours because of his poor reliability and performance. Upon his arrival, Deputy Dew spoke with Mr. Hoover's wife before entering their garage, despite lacking a warrant, exigent circumstances, consent, or any other lawful basis to do so. Deputy Dew draws his weapon, so Mr. Hoover keeps his hands raised and even shows the deputy his belt line, indicating that he was unarmed and put his hands back in the air. While his hands were still up, the deputy pushed Mr. Hoover into his house, slamming him against the wall. During the short scuffle,
his hands was
kept
up.
his hands down at his side, which is when Deputy Dew throws a left hook, sucker punching Mr. Hoover, causing multiple facial fractures and other injuries. He then slams Hoover into the wall.
I'm sure they didn't fuck with him because that looked like a powder puff, but
in the drywall. Deputy Dew continued to attempt
he put his hands
arrest,
on the door,
though he lacked a lawful reason to do so, during which Mr. Hoover's family asked the deputy what he had done, and the scuffle slowed down as the woman who had initially called the police entered the home and told the deputy she had never seen a weapon.
Officer, wait, listen.
it's like he's about to hit him again.
I was going to give him a gun on her and hit her in the face. Yeah.
All right, what?
Listen. I don't know what is going on.
He looks slow. Sorry.
Sorry. Listen to me, please.
What?
Please calm down.
I've never seen a gun.
He looked like you got it all there though.
Never a gun pulled. There was never a gun pulled.
Well, when you resisted arrest,
He didn't resist. He didn't resist. Hey, he's in the house too.
More officers arrive on scene and leave.
Bro, like, if a gun was reported, you had no business going there by yourself. Like, no business, bro. Like, why is he there solo? I guess trying to play hero cop, I guess.
Without arresting anyone. But this is where the story gets interesting. The next morning, multiple officers joined Deputy Dew to inform Mr. Hoover that he was being arrested on 3 charges: assault on a first responder, and resisting arrest with respect to Deputy Dew, and assault with respect to the original 911 call.
See, they wrong for that.
2 affidavits of complaint, which were
I hope he
sworn
gets
to
good
under
money
oath
for
by
that.
Deputy Dew, stated, quote, "The defendant refused to comply and began..."
And that's just because, like, they knew they was wrong. Like, they knew he was wrong, but he basically protected them. And in most situations where people ain't informed, right? they'll do their time, do the community service, or do whatever, bro. Just because, you know what I'm saying? Just because they ain't informed, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the time, law enforcement has these, the defense attorneys, they fucking, you know, have their backs. And these defense attorneys are fucking, you know, they're intimidating. So a lot of people don't push forward like, okay, they got me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this little shit, right? Because they're gonna make it like, hey, this crime that you just committed is maximum 5 years in prison, but we're gonna make you do fucking 100 hours of community service. Just get the conviction so they won't fucking, so that person won't sue. You gotta be informed, bro, because they play the game correct, bro.
Began waving his arms and was shoving the affiant, making bodily contact with him. The
But that's
defendant
crazy
also
if you ever seen that
struggled
fucking
with the
video.
affiant and refused to comply while the
You knew
affiant
that wasn't the
attempted
case.
to place handcuffs on the defendant. The video shows otherwise. Deputy Dew knowingly lied under oath on the affidavits to have Mr. Hoover arrested and failed to report that he initiated the violence.
Yeah, he had his
against
hands
Mr.
up the
Hoover.
whole
The lawsuit
time.
also
He
alleges
stalked
that
Dew.
Deputy Dew had the additional assault warrant regarding his neighbor to be issued by a different officer, even though he knew, or should have known, that the charge lacked probable cause. A few months later, after seeing the video, a prosecutor dismissed the assault on a first responder and resisting arrest charges. And finally, in March of 2022,
Gotta keep the
Deputy
cameras
Dew
out,
was
bro.
given remedial training on de-escalation and force-on-force
should've been
training.
fired,
The
bro.
plan claimed that Deputy Dew conducted a use of force against a subject, but failed to complete the arrest per policy. The sheriff's office seems to be attempting to pass this off as a simple policy violation, when it
They-
really appears to be
bro,
a violation.
They're gonna back the officer, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, you have like certain departments that like, yeah, motherfucker, you was wrong, so you out of here. But you got some departments where they like, no, I'm gonna back my officer no matter what, bro. And that's clearly backing their officer no matter what, bro.
Of Mr. Hoover.
I watched the video where they backed the officer, he was like
39-13.
6 months in, you know what I'm saying?
A person commits assault
Just
who
because, it's like a
intentionally,
gang, bro.
knowingly or recklessly causes bodily injury to another. The code further explains that if the offense is committed against a law
Not here in
enforcement
Polk
officer
County.
or healthcare provider acting in the discharge of the provider's
I watch my
duty,
sheriff
then
fire
the maximum
motherfuckers for shit
fine
like
should be
this.
$5,000. But for some reason, these codes are never written
For
the other way
stealing.
around, imposing greater
I love
punishments
it.
to a law enforcement officer who commits the offense of assault against a citizen. In fact, in most cases,
I swear we
state
got
officials
the
are
best
rarely
fucking
charged,
sheriff ever,
even
bro.
when evidence is
Our sheriff
provided.
Grady Judd.
Worse yet is that
Ooh.
if civil action is taken
Only thing I
against
don't like
the
about-
officer, they will almost
The only thing I like about Grady Judd is the fact that he be on TV too much. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I hate.
always argue a defense of qualified immunity, and if they are denied, the municipality that employs the
Where's that
agent
at? That's
will
just
almost
beautiful.
certainly pay the judgment of a lawsuit with taxpayer dollars. Mr. Hoover filed a lawsuit against the deputy and Putnam County for excessive force, malicious prosecution, unlawful search and seizure, and municipal liability by defendant Putnam County. The lawsuit also alleges that because of the baseless arrests, Mr. Hoover and his traffic control company were essentially blackballed by the law enforcement community, such that there was a decrease in officers and local governments willing to work with him, resulting in decreased revenues of more than $100,000. I reached out to Mr. Hoover's attorney, Ben Rabin, who told me our complaint alleges that the officers illegally entered Mr. Hoover's
Damn,
property,
Lattler.
assaulted him with unnecessary and excessive force, and then lied about what happened to obtain baseless criminal charges.
Did you
We
really
believe
get
the
that?
video speaks for
If you
itself.
did, like,
and will
boy.
pursue all available relief in court.
We're alleging that what the officer swore to under oath on this affidavit is simply not what's in the video. I mean, Mr. Hoover's hands are down by his side, and the officer just punches him. If that's not a sucker punch, I don't know what is.
We asked, but the sheriff's department had no comment.
Officer, wait, listen. What has he done wrong?
I was going to pull a gun on her and hit her in the face.
He sound like he drunk, bro.
Listen. What is going on?
They're the ones going on down here raising hair.
Sir, listen to me, please.
What?
Please calm down.
I've never seen a gun pulled. I've not seen
There was
a gun
never
since
a
I've
gun
been here.
pulled. There was never a
You
gun
just
pulled.
punched me in the
You're
face.
overreacting.
Well, when you resisted arrest and
I'm
pushed me over the gun,
I'm holding my hands up in the air.
Dude, he looks so, bro. Tell me this motherfucker doesn't look so unprofessional by the way he's looking right now. Like, he looks shocked. Like, bro, for one, he's in this motherfucker by himself, right? He's surrounded by like 3 other motherfuckers. One holding the camera, this chick and him. This dude showed that he had his hands up the whole time. So what the fuck are you going through, bro? Like, this dude should have been immediately fired, dog. No, like, if I don't know if the Putin County fucking sheriff fucking actually seen this fucking video beforehand, but bro, this is the reason why all cops need to have fucking body cameras, bro. Like, our county doesn't have them, which sucks, but we got a great sheriff. But we still need them just because, like, these people are fucking human, bro. Some of them are more aggressive than others, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all cops are bad. Like, we got great cops out there. We got great cops out there that fucking look out for the community. We got great cops that'll fucking cut you some slack. But you got these assholes, bro, with mental issues. You know what I'm saying? Human. We're human. Like, everybody, like, if you look at most of the motherfuckers who has depression or ADHD or whatever, bro, there's a lot of us out there that have fucking mental problems. And who's to say these cops don't? They might perform well in an academy. You know what I'm saying? They might perform well in an academy and shit like that, bro. But they're still human, bro.
The officer had worked for Mr. Hoover's company, and Mr. Hoover had actually stopped hiring this officer for jobs due to his work performance.
The lawsuit makes that connection, but does not claim it's the motive.
Thanks for watching. If you have a video,
so there's
use
motive
the submit
behind it?
link in the description or pinned comment. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe and hit the bell for future content. And check out our other channels, Lady Lackluster
It was
and
motive behind that? Oh my god, dude. Dog, let your boy know in the comment section if you want me to keep reacting to videos like this, bro, because I got a lot to say about law enforcement in the country. Like, now, speaking of, like, I haven't personally had any problems with our sheriff, right? And I don't know nobody from where I'm from had any problems with either the city police or the sheriff. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, they do a good job here where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at all the bad eggs from everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I hate the fact that they people go through that shit, bro. Because, like, some of these cops, bro, like, just check out Lackluster and check out Audit the Audit, bro. Just check out their channels, bro. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, these motherfuckers, they take the law in their own hands, bro. They make it seem like it's the Wild Wild West, but it's different times now. Like, different times, baby. It's different times now. So they get over themselves, bro. But it's the end of the video, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave your boys some comments. This your boy T Nasty. Holla at your boy, and I'm out.